Alright, here we go. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery—
Don't be fooled, it's listening.
Don't turn left.
So, like, my question about this is, like, is this like a self-contained thing where, like, the entire narrative is told in the video? Or is it like an analysis of something that, like, a different channel was telling the story of? Also, yes, I will be pausing a lot. This is the norm. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me, it's watching me. It isn't from this world.
This line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that—
It is fun that it opens with ideas that have been in the Minecraft community's DNA for ages, like, oh, the concept of there's this weird thing in my world I didn't make before structures were a thing, and it's like, it's fucking Herobrine, and then it can build past that.
Avery did not place. And inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book—
I would just take the fucking ore as a blessing, man. I'm just leaving.
Is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left.
I'm gonna be honest, man, I pretty much got the gist of it the first time you said it, but whatever.
At the crossroads, don't turn left. Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers.
Okay, 23-2, 29-2, 24-29. There's 6-7 in here. You know, I had to throw the reference in for SEO, forgive me.
And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed, and this world already—
You fucking stole it from your company workplace and you're surprised that there's some weird shit on it, man? You're lucky it was like a haunted Minecraft copy and not some weird porn.
The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4—
Could be like shifted over to the left unless like 10-2?
sections.
No 10-4, which means something.
Not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code.
No existing cipher, you just need to find the actual cipher it's based off of, probably one that the dude made up.
Is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it.
Why am I being so cynical off the bat? I'm just gonna let the homie talk.
So, is that it? A strange one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for
That's correct. I'm quite. So it couldn't be quite, because I'm quite.
At the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time, there is a code. Because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string. A string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link.
That's convenient.
You enter, takes you to a folder. And this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery.
Yeah, this has to be an ARG, because it's like, how do you even, like, fucking think of that? Like, how do you think of that if you aren't working backwards? Like—
Minecraft world that doesn't exist. Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone.
Yeah, just mysteriously built into the world. I didn't make it. Honestly, I just assumed it was a mod at that point, so yeah, no, that's fair enough. Just use it, why not?
From the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out. Or it's just
He
this
burned the
in
book.
his inventory.
He burned the— Oh, he got— that's a fast-ass pickaxe. Oh, natural cave, that makes sense.
Nothing sees this.
What we looking at, bro?
It's
The
hard
bit
to
rate
make
not high
out, but
enough.
as he walks closer, we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This
I feel like I've come across grass underground in weird spots before, but it was usually because I was closer to the surface than I realized.
is immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs
Bro, you're
back
supposed
to
to eat the moths to perpetuate the cycle of life. So too as the moss consumes, the moss must be consumed. Come on, man.
his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave.
And he's just desecrating
not
this rare
natural,
geological-
but not leading anywhere either.
He's just desecrating this incredibly rare geological formation because it weirds him out. Come on.
It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is.
Cool.
A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation,
What was
and
the skin on
circling-
that? That was not
this
Avery's
shrub.
skin. It is not Avery's skin. There's a different skin.
Shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the
Fucking butt plug looking tree, dude.
tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except
No,
normal trees don't
does
generate
not.
underground.
That,
And it's
a
not
normal tree doesn't look like that in Minecraft, dude. You're taking the piss. They do not. This is more of a bush.
the only one. As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of
I
greenery.
haven't actually seen these blocks in Minecraft, but I have not checked what's gotten added regularly over the updates, so probably my ignorance.
Coming across more shrubs, and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite,
hidden name, real cheeky.
And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point,
The elephant mod that is in the room.
though, Avery's wish gets granted, and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger
Damn,
and
like, that's, like,
larger, with the
smoothed out
trees
stone,
growing
too.
bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery
I think the cool part about this is the set construction. Oh wait, this is actually a crazy shot. Like just from the jump. As I was talking about set construction, like all of these things have been manually placed for the sake of this video. And the shot here, look at how detailed in such a small space this has to be. It implies that the other side of whatever room is over here has to be so far away and so large for this level of detail to even be visible in
reaches
that
the end.
fucking tuft. That's crazy. Like if you spotted that immediately, yeah, look at that shit. Dude, it's like self-repeating. That's crazy.
Avery stops for several long
It reminds me of some of the optional boss battles in Control in the settings those took place in.
seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the
Okay,
back wall.
fellas,
The floor
we're
is
looking out for crossroads so we don't turn left at them.
covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier.
Okay, what the fuck are we considering moss and what do we consider grass?
Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer up, we can see a tunnel right between
No
the
ore-
massive
wait.
chamber. And from
No ores though, / like, dude, there's clearly some other shit going on.
closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of
It's like the source code of the world is breaking down in the same way that the Outlands or like the Farlands do in Minecraft, where the very base of reality starts to break down.
spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is
It's not supposed to
obvious.
repeat like this.
What is this place? This kind of terrain obviously doesn't generate
Speed bump.
naturally, so
Speed bump
who
for time
made
lapse.
it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's
Voxel
any
sniper.
answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps, but of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least...
A real Minecraft gamer would not be walking this. They would rush it no matter what the suspense that we're missing out on is.
It seems that way. Until this happens. Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone.
Oh, now it's visible, damn.
I'm not scared of torches turning off.
I say in my single-player world. Crazy Mojang
another.
April Fool's update, guys.
I don't know what kind of practical joke this is.
Bro, it's single-player
I already
vanilla.
heard you in the...
See, I would run back towards the sunlight. I wouldn't keep going towards the dark, personally. But that's just me. That's just me. That's just me.
I'm not scared of a game.
Okay, I am scared of games often, but the fact that they are games, and I expect to be scared when I go into them, is like part of the conceit. Yeah, let's jump. Yeah, why not? Why not? Sure, dude. Bro, don't even install Optifine before doing this shit. Straight amateur. Oh, he waited to fucking press spacebar for the dramatic suspense. I see you. I know what you are.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared. But I felt compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old...
Okay, that shit is crazy. He didn't even make a new Minecraft world for his own. He's like, huh, this computer already has a Minecraft account logged into it, and an ongoing survival world. I'll just use that one. Okay. And then he gets weirded out when there's shit on there that he didn't realize somebody had already done. You stole somebody's laptop, bro!
And it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google...
See, when I first saw this one, it looked like this wasn't even in Minecraft, and that this was going to be some kind of, like, glyphs or writing, but I'm curious what is from there.
If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small...
Okay, so there's discrepancies in the story we're being told. That's intentional. Oh, okay. I like where this is going.
Difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored.
Okay, I thought the joke was that, like, the dude was that Wi-Fi's had done the censoring himself. Okay, so that's okay. We get a little. We have two different narrators. He also has a different Minecraft skin in the game.
In the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin, almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot
different
more
person.
of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight. until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings.
Nah. You just found some crazy shit.
When Avery descends again,
you found an air pocket. You didn't explore the air pocket at all.
Across the walls, Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it.
Oh.
The same
Ambience.
sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes
Normal
to
ass
dig into
Minecraft
the wall,
ambience.
and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again. Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear,
if they're not bothering
Avery
no one, I
digs
feel like
out.
that's fair.
But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again.
I just mine back
No
to surface at this
obvious
point. I just go back up. I just be like, I've had enough. I've had enough. Or I'd call it quits on this goddamn world. It's like, no, I'm starting over. Or I'm playing Counter-Strike.
The tunnel continues,
Epic door breathing hacks.
getting narrower.
Dude, I can barely see.
narrower.
The artifacting is making it so hard to see, but that low-key adds to the effect.
And narrower.
The unknowable.
Until finally,
Yeah, he turned left. I went left. Oh no. I guess it wasn't exactly a crossroads. It was more like, a roundabout. Some of those you can only make left turns on. Hey, it got him somewhere. I'm just saying. This shit low-key worked. Okay, it got him somewhere
finds
closer to working.
himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same
You can see the moon. This is where you build directly up and get the fuck out of Dodge.
uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see.
You know what
For a
this aesthetically almost reminds me of is Shipwrecked 64. Like, just the construction of the whole place just immediately flashed that into my mind. Just the grays of the horizon in that game kind of matching the grays of the underground being the equivalent of the skybox.
moment, he pauses. Before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel
Why
and
did he
plugs
snap?
up the hole. He makes another trip.
Oh, smart, actually. Smart. He's like, I just got a feeling. You should listen to those sometimes.
Sure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that. But I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake.
I don't
What
think you
it
do.
can't
I think you
avoid
could just
doing
leave.
Is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees.
What it can't avoid doing is loading the oh, he's
Crap.
using the game's mechanics against it. That's pretty creative.
Hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple. Set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following
Yeah, I definitely missed it.
him? Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah,
Well, yeah, that part. Sorry, slow attention span. I would have noticed these things if I didn't have to look at a chat.
this before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly
What if it's just a guy in a Discord call that he forgot he was in because he's deafened?
he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost
Oh, an extra
impossible to
footstep.
make out.
An extra footstep. Right at, like, that happened right after he stopped walking. Listen. Yep, there it
It's
is.
almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery
And you don't flick back on him because that lets you know you're onto him.
was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear.
But my thing is, like, I do this in the middle of the night when I'm getting up to get water in the dark of night, and I'm scared of what's there. But what I do is I check for my cat. If I can see her sleeping peacefully, or if she's awake and not freaking out, she just knows better than me. If she's not tweaking, something's not haunting me, and there's probably not a person in there, because she'd fucking know. She'd be scampering around, or like hiding for dear life, and then like that I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that. She's like my canary in the coal mine, except we live in a loft apartment.
Footsteps on the stone behind him. stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now it's time to.
I mean, it's not so much of a trap as much of as it is a logic problem, or like you're not trapping it. You're just tricking it into proving that it's real.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign, but it's hard to spot, and Avery
I need to just give me a sign, God.
He keeps walking. Sign,
literally.
But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far.
Oh, he did notice it. He's just trying to be nonchalant.
Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one, but it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier.
And he didn't check them. He's trying to play nonchalant
at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be
signs of life,
and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones.
Oh, they're literally pointing.
Point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way.
A very literal
if you trace
arrow.
out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food.
Oh, it's a good bit, and he's like, I'm just exploring some weird shit, bro. I don't need to deal with no mobs. Fuck the lighting, bro. Give me my health back.
Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before—
The issue with that is if it's following him, then it would have left the chunk with him instead of going through later on. No, he sealed up the bit that it would have to have come through. Unless it beat him to the punch, but still.
Before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What? How?
Shipwreck 64
Why is
ass
Avery
bitch.
saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see? I don't know if it can hear
Something is listening.
me. But I'm not taking any chances. The grass block.
Oh, he's being fun. Oh, he's trying to dupe him. Nobody came, but I know better.
When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. It's clever. I like that a lot, actually.
I'm not scared.
Like, just as like a fake out on like how to see if a chunk loaded.
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, It's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart
Batman
enough to
versus the
refill the
goddamn
hopper
Riddler.
with items
Batman
after
versus Hugo
loading
Strange.
the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another
epic
giant
cipher!
room with what looks like
Oh,
a
this is what the footage 2 thumbnail was. That's what I thought like was gonna be outside of Minecraft.
cipher above a door with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery
Imagine if it has the same solution as the first major puzzle in Skyrim at Bleak Falls Barrow.
stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought.
Okay, let's get to work. I'm fucking the protagonist of the series.
From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall. And then he gets it. Okay.
He was doing it on a pen and paper, man. He's doing it at a different time. He's doing it at a different time. Come on. Come on, this is normal behavior.
Picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall. And then
aspect ratio changes a little bit.
he gets it.
Got it.
Okay, I guess it was solvable. Avery says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, actually, I think I kind of see what he's doing. He's talking, anytime he's talking out loud, he's talking to the entity that's following him. He's like, but cipher stacking is pretty bad practice, you know? I see you. That type of shit, you know?
How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle
he opened his iPhone.
Isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock. But instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this? Efficient.
He's like, I'm just going to mine through the stone brick, big dog. Sorry.
And with that, wait. Who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short.
It is
and
not
we get a glimpse
Avery,
of the name.
I don't think.
This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got
don't think
two
it was
different
ever
stories
Avery.
about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case,
no
then
shit.
who?
Oh, new floor. Well, that was anticlimactic.
It's empty.
Guess I should stack back up, guys. Except for
This
the
village
random
is
bricks.
strange. It's clearly abandoned if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring.
Carpet,
but
pissed on. Sheets, pissed on. Construction, pissed on.
wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest. No lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's
did
no
not look at the
path to
statue.
take from there.
Only at the base.
So is this
did
the
not look under
final
the
area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him?
Guy who invaded your single-player world on a haunted PC just because he wanted to see you this cool build he made for an adventure map he never finished. He's like, I just wanted someone to appreciate it. I can move on peacefully now.
Not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
I would look inside the statue. Ooh, trapdoors? Trapdoors? Oh, you see something. A gash in the flesh of this wall. Ooh, a structure that almost blends in with the background. That's interesting. I know it's efficient. I know it's efficient. But that's so fucking funny, dude. He uses the boat trick in the middle of a suspenseful ass scene. You didn't have to open, that's so dramatic. You don't have to open both doors, dude. You're such a diva. Probably your last chance to say, I'm done. Probably your last chance. There's only 7 minutes of video left, bro. Make your choice and live with it. He's like, do I? No, he's doing it. He's doing it. But he's not sprinting, he's still looking behind him. He's like, I guess I can still turn back. Oh, now he's sprint jumping. He's committed. Brother's locked in. This is the crossroads, big dog. This is the literal crossroads. Oh yeah, where will I go? The fucking swirling black abyss of goo? Or the normal cave? Oh, see, technically it's not turning left if you turn around and then you go to the right. Dude, it's literally the Venom symbiote encroaching on the sides of the walls. Come, this could not be spelled out for you more clearly. That geography is non-Euclidean in nature. It doesn't have a texture, bro. Turn around! No one's making you do this. You can Alt F4 at any time. I guess that's also a reason to do it. I can always Alt F4. The hubris of man. There's nothing to break, bro. There's nothing there. The edges you see are merely an illusion to fit within the sense of the game, the internal logic of the world you inhabit. They are not bound by it, they are only conforming to it. Come on, bro, you heard the ambience, just turn around! And now it's wet. If he turns around, there's gonna be a jump scare. Weird. You can't even tell if the name's censored anymore because of how pitch black it is. This is what it felt like going into the dimension of Hermaeus Mora in Skyrim, bro. He also has an ink sac. Listen, bro, these are the last physical blocks you are probably going to ever see. This is your last chance to turn around. And he didn't take it. Oh! Yo! Wait, that's a... Whoa, that's a fucking awesome transition. Wait, no, I want to see that again. That transition is crazy.
It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage, and most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there, that was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life.
Referring to him as the protagonist is very funny. Not gonna lie.
Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know.
I wonder if that Google Drive link legitimately works. That would be interesting.
What to tell you,
Fun little
but
in-universe
I can tell you
tidbit.
one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's
Oh shit. He fucking knew Avery was gonna be there. That's crazy.
here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know.
It was the guy, it was the same shit as like the Sonic.exe creepypasta, the dude who is like, I got haunted by it, I'm sending it to you on purpose. Avery was his homeboy. He's like, sorry dude, I'm sending the extra dimensional entity and now it's your problem. He's like actually a dog shit friend.
who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Okay. I like that. I like that. In part 2, there's a part 2 teased, so I suppose we'll get around to that if it ever does get released. But it's cool to be on the ground floor for one of these things as they happen. I like that. There was like some creative elements with like how they used the mechanics of Minecraft to like set up certain traps and shit. Obviously, it's not done. So there's like things to be seen as they come. I'm gonna keep it a buck though. People who were calling it the best adaptation of King in Yellow, you are smoking crack. Like, I think like in the context of what it was very enjoyable and I'm looking forward to the next part. Like I like that he turns on peaceful mode. I like the grass block shit as like the failsafe for how he actually can tell if a chunk was loaded. I like that. Yeah, but like there's like a lot of like, maybe not even recency bias, but some people who need to do some more reading period. But it was good. It's good. I enjoyed it for what it was.